Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Belfour Property Restoration. Well, thanks so much for joining us today again on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm in the studio joined by Wynn. How are you doing, Wynn?
Doing amazing. Why would I choose otherwise?
Oh, I love that, love that. Now, you've got a story to tell, Wynn.
Yes.
You were able to use Belfour Property Restoration to help you out of a pretty precarious situation.
Absolutely. I was outside talking to a neighbor of mine, and when I returned into the house, my son came up to me at the door and he said, "Mom, it's raining in the hallway."
Something you don't want to hear.
You do not want to hear those words. I said, "Raining in the hallway? What do you mean?" Sure enough, I went into our hallway and there was water just coming down through the ceiling of the hallway into the hall, into the bedroom, into my office. It was not a fun afternoon.
No, not at all. But thankfully you were able to call Belfour Property Restoration.
Yes,
we
ma'am.
love Belfour, but how was that process for you?
It was wonderful. I picked up the phone, gave a call. They came out immediately, checked out what was causing it, and got everything to stop. That was number one priority. And then walked me through what was going to happen next, including having to lift carpets and dry things out, looking at the floor. But peace of mind from moment one. I mean, when they showed up at the door, I was like, okay, they're in charge, they know what they're doing, and I just took a big sigh of relief. It was good.
Yeah. It takes kind of the burden off of you.
Absolutely, because we were in panic.
I can imagine why.
Water tends to run, and so as it hit the floor, I mean, it just was just running, and you could see it beginning to just buckle pieces of the flooring, and I thought, will it ever stop? Because it's going underneath it, but you could tell where it was headed. So it was very frightening for us, but they didn't bat an eye at it.
Of course.
They just knew.
So once they were actually to get the water to stop running, what happened after that? Because you had got to get that dried out as soon as possible.
Yeah. So like I say, on the first day, they brought in the drying equipment and pulled up as much of carpet as was needed to be pulled up. They didn't have to pull it all out. So it was just kind of lifting it, being able to dry underneath it. And then I think within another day, they were there actually taking out the floor. We had some glue down hardwoods. We also had some vinyl plank in there, and they were just in moving furniture, moving stuff out. They got us really clean so that we could live while we were picking out what we wanted. Hey, take advantage of it. It's an upgrade, So we were able to then visit the showroom and sit down with folks there and talk about what we wanted, what would look good, get it ordered. It came in without a problem, which was amazing. And then they were back on time, scheduled, told us when they'd be there, kept us updated on the ordering and when things would show up. And I think that was the best for us, because just as we would start worrying, what about, have they, is this, then we would get a phone call or an email communication, and we were like, oh, okay, they got it.
Exactly. Signed, sealed, delivered.
Yes.
That's awesome. Now, tell me, how do you feel from the day that you had the incident happen, all that rain in your in your home, versus how you feel now?
Oh my gosh, well, we just love them because everything settled right back out. What was moved out of the way was moved right back where it belonged. It was just carefree. And of course, now we love our floors. Oh my gosh, everybody who comes over, I love your floors, where'd you get them done? I said, well, I don't recommend a rainstorm in your house, but I do recommend Belfour.
Love it.
I'll tell you what I thought about. Belfour looks like big business. And in our home, our leak, that was big business to us. But we knew our big business was really little business. But you know what? They made us feel like our little business was their most important piece of business. And I wouldn't trade that for the world.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
We have quite a treat today on Living Local Carolina. I am joined in studio by Salty Dog Senior Dog Rescue. How are you guys doing?
We're awesome. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. So obviously we have a very esteemed guest over here, Otis, who's sitting on the couch with us. But why don't y'all tell me first a little bit about what you do and the whole purpose behind your mission?
Sure, absolutely. We are a senior-based rescue. We only take dogs 6 and older. We get dogs from owner surrender as well as from shelters. We started in May of 22, and we are a 501c3. We are totally operated by volunteers, located in Pawleys Island, but we have fosters as far north as Little River and as far south as Charleston. And then we adopt out animals out of state. We've had people come 4-6 hours just to adopt some of our senior dogs.
Okay, so senior dogs, obviously there's a specific purpose why.
My partner and I both started working in animal rescue years ago, and we noticed that the senior dogs come in and they kind of get overlooked. People are looking for puppies or younger dogs, and most of these dogs have already been in a home, so they are surrendered or dropped off at a shelter, and then they just are there kind of overwhelmed, never been in that type of environment before. So we just felt a need to come and draw those dogs out, put them in a foster home as opposed to a shelter, and then focus more attention on them so that they get adopted.
You're closing that gap for dogs like Otis.
Yes, yes. We enjoy what we do. We also, another thing that is important to us is estate planning. We really feel like people need to focus on what's going to happen to their animals should something happen to them. Too many people assume that family or friends are going to take their dog, and actually cats as well, and then what happens is they get dropped off at a shelter instead.
Well, good morning and thanks so much for joining us today again on Living Local Carolina. Today I am joined in studio by Michelle Gerald. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
All right, you are the founder of SIS. What does SIS stand for?
Sisters Inspiring Sisters. We're always looking for volunteers to help. We're always needing funding. If you would like to donate funds, we're always looking for that because a lot of it I do out of pocket. A lot of it I do myself. And so if I could mention anything else, it would be that we always need volunteers to help give out the food, to help give out the blankets and those things. We did a back to school drive. I was granted a Small Smiles grant, and they asked me what would I do, and I said with that I wanted to make sure that our children in my neighborhood were able to be children for a day. We had the bouncy house out. We had people to connect with us and just cook food, and we had Sisters United, they donated 100 baggies of school supplies. Brothers United were on the grill. Myrtle Beach, the neighborhood services of Myrtle Beach, they were out there giving out popcorn. The police came by, the fire truck came by, and we had all these games set up for the kids. And I do that every year, back to school drive every year, but this year I was able to, with that grant, make it big. So I'm always collecting school supplies. I'm always collecting clothes, just anything that you can think of that someone may need that they don't have. I collect, and funding is also a big part because again I do it all out of my pocket. A lot of it I do out of my pocket, so we're always collecting through. If I could say anything, it would be just connect with me if you have anything to donate. Nothing's too small.
All right, how can people get in contact with you?
You can find me on social media on Facebook. Look up SIS and SIS-Sisters Inspiring Sisters. Everything is up there, the new events and any information that you may need. My contact information is all on there. If you would like to email me, that email address is sisinformation2018@gmail.com.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina. This story is sponsored by Plexiderm.
Welcome back to Living Local Carolina. Now, I know a lot of our viewers have had the chance to try Plexiderm skincare to get rid of their under eye bags and wrinkles. But for those of you who have not taken the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge yet, today I have Amy back in the studio to talk about Plexiderm. Amy, how are you doing?
Good morning. Yes, we created that 10-minute challenge because Plexiderm has been an extremely visible product. It's everywhere. And so many people would ask, is this going to work for me? Are my under eye bags too pronounced? Are my wrinkles too deep? Can this really give me the visible effect I'm looking for? So we created the 10-minute challenge with the 6 pre-portioned trial pack. It gets it home for such a great value and free shipping so that you can try Plexiderm for yourself.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow, is that really me?
Okay, now we're going to see some before and after photos to watch the magic happen in real time.
Yeah, including Georgine, who you're seeing right now. Everyone would say, is this going to work for me? How does this work? And as you can see, Plexiderm goes right to work once you apply it to clean and dry skin. So if you're new to Plexiderm, what it is, it's a serum and it dries completely and invisibly into your skin. It eliminates for the day those signs of aging. So under eye bags, crow's feet, 11 lines, deep forehead lines, nose to mouth lines. You wait 10 minutes and you enjoy up to 10 hours of visible, noticeable results like we're seeing here.
Okay, so not only do I love that Plexiderm works in just 10 minutes, but you also don't have to go to a doctor.
This is in the comfort and safety of your own home by your own hands. And again, yes, so you take Plexiderm right out of the box. No waiting for results, guys. No using every day for 4 to 6 weeks, and maybe you'll see a visible improvement. Plexiderm is instant gratification. Again, it lasts up to 10 hours, and you just apply small amounts. It lifts, it tightens, it eliminates the appearance dramatically of those signs of aging like you're seeing on our models.
So another great thing about Plexiderm is that guys love it too. And in these before and after pictures, you're only using one product, right?
Yes, that's important to note because it's a serum and it dries quickly and invisibly into the skin. Any skin tone, any skin texture, any skin type can use Plexiderm, and men love it too because it's their boost for the day and it's something that they can't, they're not advertising that they have on. Men don't like to wear a lot of product on their face. They don't like a lot of fuss. Not unlike us women, right? And so this is a great product for men and women.
And you guys were actually able to prove how well Plexiderm works by doing some clinical trials, right? Tell me more about these.
There have been clinical trials on Plexiderm, not only for its efficacy, but for how long those results last. And that's why we can say Plexiderm will last up to 10 hours.
Wow, 10 hours is a long time. And you just wash it off at the end of the day?
Yes, it's a temporary product, but it's instant, right? Again, no waiting for those results. Once you put Plexiderm on those treated areas, your under eye bags, your forehead lines, around your eyes, your mouth, you wait 10 minutes and then you enjoy those results all day long.
Wow, is that really me?
It's a facelift in a jar.
Now, I know we have some viewers out there that are probably frustrated trying a million different creams and products. So if you want to try a product that actually works, we're giving you the chance to do a $14.95 trial plus free shipping. So if you want to try Plexiderm and take that 10-minute challenge, all you have to do is call the number on your screen or go to plexidermtrial.com.
This story is sponsored by Plexiderm. Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.